If you've been looking for a trackpad for your PC, you've probably seen the ProtoArc T1 Plus. But is it actually worth the hype? I've had it for almost a year, and in this video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know. The good, the bad, and whether it's the right choice for your setup. Let's start with what you get. The T1 Plus features a 6.4-inch surface with an aluminium body. It's available in black or white, so it'll match pretty much any setup. At just over 1 centimeter thickness, this thing is remarkably slim. The weight is noticeable but not heavy, which actually helps it stay put on your desk during use. About the build quality. I no longer have the Apple trackpad, so I can't make a direct comparison. However, here's my MacBook Pro, which should help compare the build quality and performance. Apple uses a mix of aluminium and specially treated glass on their trackpads, and you can feel the difference immediately. The MacBook trackpad has that signature solid premium feel with zero flex or give. The T1 Plus is not built with the same grade of materials. There's a little bit more flex in the body, the surface is smooth but not quite as refined, and overall construction just doesn't have the same high quality. It feels good for the price, but let's not pretend this is Apple level build quality. Setup is simple if you're on Windows. The T1 Plus connects via Bluetooth and supports Windows 10 and 11. There's no 2.4 GHz dongle option, so you'll need Bluetooth capability on your PC. Pairing takes about 10 seconds. You just hold the connect button until the number flashes, open your Bluetooth settings and connect. One thing to note, this supports up to 3 devices with easy switching. By pressing the connect button on the top, you can jump between different Windows machines. Now, an important limitation. This does not work with Mac or any other OS. I've had a few questions about switching between Windows and Mac. I know the product photos make it look universal, but it is Windows only. It does actually connect to the MacBook. The Bluetooth pairing works fine, but when I move my finger across the trackpad, nothing. No cursor movement, no input detection, no response. It's completely non-functional on macOS. Out of the box on Windows, the driver installation is automatic and all the basic gestures work right away. No complicated software installation, no configuration. On Windows, it just works. Now let's talk about performance. The tracking is responsive and accurate for everyday use. It has really smooth cursor movement without any major stuttering or lag. The T1 Plus supports the standard Windows gestures, 1 finger for cursor movement, 2 fingers for scrolling, both vertical and horizontal, 3 finger swipe up brings up the task view, and 3 finger swipe left or right switches between apps. After almost a year of moderate use, here's exactly how this fits into my workflow. My setup consists of a Logitech MX vertical mouse on the right, Logitech MX keys in the center, and this trackpad on the left. I use this for 2 specific things: scrolling through web pages when I'm browsing and scrubbing timelines when I'm editing videos. That's it. Those are the 2 tasks where having the trackpad is genuinely more convenient than using my mouse. When I'm editing in DaVinci Resolve, my right hand stays on the mouse for making cuts, selecting clips, and doing precise work. My left hand works overtime, switching between the keyboard and the trackpad. I use the trackpad to scrub through the timeline and zoom in and out. It's a nice division of labor that speeds up my editing. For web browsing, 2-finger scrolling a long article or web page is just more comfortable on the trackpad than scrolling with my mouse wheel. That's about it though. I don't use it for document editing, I don't use it for photo editing, I don't use it as my primary navigation tool. For me, this is not a mouse replacement. This is an addition to your mouse and keyboard setup for specific tasks. If you're thinking about buying this to replace your mouse, don't. You'll be frustrated. Battery life has been solid. ProtoArc claims 50 hours per charge, and in my limited use, I'd say that's about right. I've charged it a handful of times in over a year. However, I only use it for the tasks mentioned before. Of course, if you use it more frequently, you will need to charge it more often. It charges via USB-C and takes about 2 hours for a full charge. You can plug it into charge and continue to use it unlike other engineering solutions. So let's break down what this trackpad actually offers. On the positive side, the multi-device switching works well between Windows machines and the battery life is solid. For the 2 specific tasks I mentioned, it does add convenience to my workflow. On the negative side, the build quality is noticeably inferior to Apple trackpads. There is more flex, noticeably in lower grade materials, and generally less refined construction. The overall experience isn't as smooth as using an Apple trackpad either. Tap to click is inconsistent, and critically, it does not work with a Mac or any other OS at all. It's Windows only, which is a bummer, as if it did work with all platforms, it would be a mainstay on my desk. In terms of pricing, about a year ago, I paid $39.99 from Amazon. I have noticed since then it's been put up to $69.99, which is a significant increase. It is also available on the ProtoArc website for around $46, so it's worth checking if they ship to your country. So is the ProtoArc T1 Plus worth buying? This is a nice to have accessory for very specific use cases. If you edit videos and want an easier way to scrub timelines, or if you do a lot of web browsing and want a more comfortable scrolling experience, this adds value to your setup. But it's not transformative, it's not essential, it's a nice convenience tool if you have the budget. If you're expecting Apple level quality, want to replace your mouse, or you think this will revolutionize your workflow, it won't. This is a supplementary tool for very specific tasks. As I mentioned, I keep it on the left side of my keyboard, my mouse stays on the right, and I use each one for what it's good at. That's my honest take after having this device for almost a year. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in picking one up, there's an Amazon link in the description. It is an affiliate link, so I may earn a small commission and no additional cost to you. Either way, I appreciate you watching to the end. See you in the next one.